somebody who has plans that are not necessarily legal. We have justice coming through in the reverse. And when I look at this card quite frequently, it makes me think of a scarecrow, which is interesting. I do think that we have someone who is, for whatever reason, feeling like they have some, I don't know, like partner in crime or someone to fall back on. Maybe they feel like they're really well connected. Maybe they know a judge. I don't know. But this is somebody who feels like they won't get in trouble for the illegality. And yet, with that Five of Dreams or the Five of Swords, they mess up. So it's like if they know a police officer and they think that person's going to cover that for them, this person does their crime in the next county over, and then they're like not protected. There's something here that they mess up. They just don't really like think about what they need to do to make sure that they don't have consequences. So I do feel like they end up going to jail. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello, famous Seamus. How you doing? If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. We do have a members only live stream in 2.5 hours for those that are in the stars and the towers. And in that description box, you can also find out how to get one of my homemade soy candles if you are interested. And I think we do need to light one more, so hold on, please. All right. So I think we're going to dive in with the Morgan Greer. What else do we have regarding this person who wants to break the law? The King of Pentacles, Emperor in the reverse, and Judgment. So this is what they feel like they can control, or they have some way to avoid this issue. Hello, Shayla. How you doing? But they don't have the control that they think they do. It's like, what I'm seeing in my mind now, maybe because we're approaching 4th of July, is like someone who has like a nice big fireworks set up and they have like a remote control and they're pressing it and nothing's happening. And they're like, uh-oh, this may or may not impact my abilities to get out of this situation. So it could be they forget something at the scene of the crime. It could be, like I said, that they choose the wrong place for it. Or maybe they accidentally go live on Instagram. I don't know. But we got this person not able to hide from justice. This King of Swords could be a lawyer, could be a detective. But this King of Swords is looking right at the King of Pentacles like, oh, that's a choice. I don't know that I would have done that, but okay. I guess we're just gonna like book ya. I hope. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Stephen. How you doing? Hello, Lainey. I hope you're having a good day. So we've got the Seven of Cups and the Sun in the reverse. Yeah, this is like just random luck. Dumb luck, I guess. No, dumb luck would be a good thing, right? I guess for the detective it is. It's like, oh, well, did you plan to leave your receipt for that shovel and whatever else you got to hurt somebody with? Yeah, that's weird. Now I know that it was you. They do something that basically warrants them being on one of those like world's dumbest criminals videos. The compilations, you know, where people are like, I didn't do it, I swear. And then there's video of them doing it. Thank you, Lainey. What else do we have? 10 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. And the Star. Maybe I keep picking up on somebody who's like bragging. Maybe they literally are posting something to their social media, like, check out what I just bought, you know? Don't ask me where I got the money from, but check out my new car, check out my new motorcycle. This is not the world's smartest criminal by any means. But with this Star, I feel like they are literally like bragging about it. So even though they should be secretive, even though they should be trying to avoid consequences, we've got someone who very quickly after whatever this crime is happens, they get picked up. Like, what did you think was going to happen when you brag about it on social media? Hello, Lemonade. How you doing? I'm going to try to say your name right, but I'm not sure if I will. Is it Gacy? I don't know if you're from the US, but I'm pretty sure most people think of a serial killer missile, but so it's interesting considering I'm doing like a legal reading. Let's get important. So we've got the 10 of Wands and the King of Cups. So this detective, or perhaps it is a judge or a lawyer, it's almost like they feel bad. Like, you're gonna go to jail. You probably should have thought about this a little bit more. Maybe you didn't like take it seriously, but this is like illegal and whatnot. Just, you know, they feel a little bit bad, but it's obvious that this King of Pentacles is the one that did whatever this crime is. All right, so tell me more. So, yeah, I think this person goes to jail. 9 of Swords and the World. It's like those 9 of Swords are the bars. This person has serious consequences. They may not have the money needed for, you know, the type of lawyer they need. Whatever they thought they had gained or won through their crime, and it's not going to be like they don't get to keep the car, you know, they don't get to keep the motorcycle. And we've got Judgment in the reverse. There's people that are judging this person, which I suppose is a pretty common phenomenon when there's some sort of announcement of criminal behavior, whether it's on social media or in a newspaper. This King of Pentacles is being called out as someone who did something illegal. So there are fewer people that are interested in calling the King of Pentacles their friend. Wow, the 10 of Pentacles is clarifying the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And whoever, like if this is somebody who stole money, that money gets sent back to the person that it was stolen from. So they don't get to, the King of Pentacles doesn't get to keep it. This King of Cups with the Queen of Wands in the reverse is an interesting addition. I do feel like we have someone who's trying to convince the King of Swords that maybe they should go easy on this King of Pentacles. Hello, Flower. What's up? What happened today with the bike instructor? Oh my. That sounds crazy. Should I reach out? All right, I've added that for you, Flower, and I hope you're having a delightful day. That would be amusing. Hello, Art. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. How's your day? Yes. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And I deleted that message because it looked like you were trying to refer to me as your mom, which is it's not gonna go well. Hello, Suzanne. How are you doing? But I smell good. I love you. I like it. No, you really don't, Michael. We could just, we could just chat about tarot. You can say, hey, I'm having a good day. Hello, Lee. How you doing today? Absolutely. What else do we have, please? So we've got the Eight of Cups and Justice. They walked away, and I don't even think this person got home. And thank you, Imported. I don't think this person got home from their criminal activity before they get apprehended. I really feel like this is somebody who's posting it to social media, like, look what I did. I'm sorry, do you know how social media works? Yeah. Like, it's not even on private. They're just like, look at guys, isn't this cool? No. That's not how you do it. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups. And the High Priestess in the reverse. Instead of keeping their criminal activity private, they have been bragging about it. They're apparently a little bit naive. So this could be a younger individual, but with that Knight of Swords, we have like restless, reckless energy. Someone who didn't really take a moment and think, gosh, what would happen if, say, a police department saw this post? Would there maybe be like some consequences? You know? They didn't really go down that road. They were just kind of like, this is going to be so cool. Everyone's going to be jealous. And everyone's going to think I'm so bad. You know, like cool, but like bad. Oh, Lord. Nine of Cups in the reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I think this is someone who is being like pretty cruel or mean to a person they were jealous of. So remember I was saying that somebody, if the money is stolen from someone, that person gets their money back. If the car was stolen from someone, they get their car back. I feel like this is someone that they know. So this King of Cups, Queen of Wands in the reverse might be like maybe not super popular, but a really nice person. Maybe it's a neighbor that they were messing with. Could be one of those like, oh, I'm gonna go live in public and see like, if I can get some argument on camera. What was it where there was like some teenage girls, I think, or maybe like low 20s, I don't know, rolled up to like a retail shop and recorded themselves trying to beat up some chick who actually knew how to beat them up much better. And they like live streamed it like, hello, are there any brain cells in there? Oh, just two. Okay. This person, they were too excited about bragging, and now they have this like legal consequence that for whatever reason they didn't think was going to happen. Or they didn't think it was going to be as significant, right? Oh, maybe I'll be in there for a couple of days. It's fine. No, actually, worse. It's It's okay. We still love you, imported. Hello, Grant. How are you doing? Hello, Merida. How's your day? Was it a pizza shop? Yeah, I wanted to say it was either like a pizza shop or like a cookie shop, but she knew like MMA. She's like, all right, let's do this. Like she ate. Let's see. Who did I miss? Anybody? What else do we have? This is the Marigold Tarot, by the way. Page of Cups, Temperance in the reverse, and the Five of Wands. I think we have someone who just got a little bit excited, right? A little bit too, let's go do something before thinking about the consequences. And I do feel like there is jealousy or an argument that happened. So, like, I'm going to show them, I'm going to steal that thing that they think is really cool. Or, you know, I'm mad this person smudged my Puma or hit on my girl or winked at my boyfriend. So I'm going to, like, cause some chaos. But this is this is the real world, and sometimes when you do things there are like consequences and stuff, right? This King of Pentacles was like, nah, it'll be great. I'll get like extra followers and stuff. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Oh, Lord. No. Yeah, that's a lot. Hello, Chosen One. How are you doing? So we've got the Star in the reverse. Strength and the Page of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, this is definitely a situation where someone felt like they were going to look really cool, maybe go viral, maybe, you know, make a living off of this. But now with this strength card, they're having to really look at, I think like actual time. I think this is somebody actually going to jail. Actually freaking out over what the actual consequences are. They did not think it would be this much, or maybe they didn't expect they would get charged with so many things at the same time. And this King of Cups, the person that they wanted to mess with, is like, cool, I got my stuff back, and that person's going to jail. Okay. I guess that's how it is sometimes. Hello, Calvo, how are you doing? What else do we... Ooh, let me see. Thank you, Merida. I'm sorry I missed that. Do you see me getting a new job? Or a new pregnancy? I will ask for you. Thank you. And we're at 19 and a half minutes about. So probably like another 15 minutes before I start those. We have the Empress and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Did I say hello to Art? Hello. Hey, Mikey, I know the words that you're putting into your computer, but what are you trying to get at? Like, what are the quotation marks for? And just be aware, Mikey, if you say something disrespectful, you're getting bounced from the live chat. Like, it'll be a competition between probably like 3 of us as to who's going to bounce you first. Yeah. Lainey, it sounds like this is your reading. Hello, Alicia. And they're going to have some consequences, you know? No, those are quotation marks, Mikey. Those are quotation marks. Okay, so why did you use quotation marks? By the way, I was an English major, so I know the difference between italics and quotation marks. But just curious. Okay, valid. They are asterisks. But would you like to answer the question? Just curious. Oh, Lemonade looked into your history. What's up now, Mikey? Let me guess. Do you have a business called Mike's Soft Lemonade? We have Ace of Wands in the reverse. Oh my god, you guys, that's so perfectly timed with my joke. I didn't even plan that, I swear. 8 of Cups in the reverse and the 2 of Wands in the reverse. Look, Mikey, we can be friends and you can hang out and we can move beyond this little chapter. But I will remind you that respect is a requirement for being in the live chat. And I do like to make jokes like that. So bring it. Look, we got somebody who did not expect the door to slam into them on their way out. Someone who thought, without planning anything, that they would be able to come up with some great thing to do that would, you know, oh, everyone's gonna love it. I'm gonna be so popular. Everyone's gonna be like super jealous of me. I'm gonna be like the coolest person in the world. And they end up looking actually quite foolish instead. Because they really didn't think ahead. They didn't really want to believe that there would be real consequences. I'm really convinced this is somebody who's in like the teens or like early 20s because they seem to lack the experience to understand just how many different ways you can get in trouble with the law. Especially when you do a video of you breaking the law. It gets real difficult when you're trying to say, I wasn't there, I didn't do it. That's why there is a saying, no face, no case. So like all these people out here who are like, hey guys, just taking a video of me breaking the law. Look at how great I look. I just dyed my hair. I got this new tattoo. Isn't it cool? It's definitely me. It's not a good look, right? Thank you, Shaggy. I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Jeffrey, let's bring it down a notch, shall we? It's true. All right. It seems like Mikey would like to be on the up and up and be respectful. Let's make it work, shall we? Hello, slamming. That's an interesting username. This is the tarot of the cat people. Let's see what else we've got, shall we? Where are we at? We're at 24 minutes. So what's going to happen when this person goes to jail? 10 of Wands. They are freaking out. They're told, you know, it wasn't very wise of you. Maybe there are some lawyers who are like, no, I'm not going to represent you because you admitted to what you were doing. You posted it on social media. Like, where do we go from here? That's your twin? Do you have a long lost twin? So with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like it doesn't matter if you are flush with cash, my friend. You're not going to be able to get out of this because you were too busy bragging about your illegal activities. It's not going to be easy for you to change that. You're just gonna have to like deal with it. And I think that's true with the little fight that happened with the like teenage chicks or like the young women. I think there was like a mother of one of them who was like, "Oh, you should like feel bad for them and stuff," or maybe it was a dude. But I'm sorry, parents, like sit all the way down. If you have taught your kids to show up and try to beat someone up and then take video of it, you failed as a parent. Okay, you didn't tell them that was a bad idea, and then you go and defend them. So we got somebody who I think has probably had a pretty I'm trying not to be a total jerk here. I don't think they've had the best role models, okay? This is someone who may have grown up quite entitled. I'm not sure if that means that their parents have also been breaking the law, but I don't think that they're like upstanding citizens. With the Three of Cups, I'm feeling like this is, oh gosh, what is the saying? Um, Two peas in a pod kind of thing. I do feel like we have an irate parent who shows up and is like trying to like scream at the judge or scream at maybe the cops. Like, what are you doing? It's like our job. It would have been great if you'd done yours, but you know, since you didn't, now we're going to have to. Thank you, Carrie. Yes, we do have kids raising kids, which is probably part of the issue. Uh-huh. It's always everybody else, huh, Mikey? Just like own it, dude. It's not about me. We've got the Five of Swords and the Temperance. Because I could tell you right now what you meant by that, Mikey. You just don't have the balls to actually admit it. And that's on you. So if you can't actually like own it and then apologize for it, we're probably just going to have another issue later on down the line. Right? All right. We've got the Five of Swords and Temperance. See, this is kind of nice though, because this King of Cups who had to deal with this, things are like looking up for this person. In some cases, we have a little bit of fame for that person, right? The one who wanted to be bragging about what they were doing and the laws they were breaking and how cool they were for stealing someone's stuff. They're going to jail, but the person who was in the right, who was not causing issues and didn't deserve this treatment, they're getting compensated or getting their items back if something was stolen from them, and probably some like positive activity on social media, potentially even like a GoFundMe, right? So with Justice in the reverse, this is like blowing up in the King of Pentacles face. They really thought that they had this like brilliant idea to make someone look stupid and get what they want. And instead, that entire plan seems to have fallen back on them and caused them quite a lot of grief. All right, what else do we have? Hello, Arnold. Hello, I am. What's up? I can't help it when I hear that or read that. I think I am what I am. Do y'all like sweet potatoes? Dang it, that's gonna make me want to go get a sweet potato now. I like sweet potatoes, but if I'm gonna eat sweet potatoes, it's like one of two ways. Either make like delicious French fries and like bake them, or I need it to be a sweet potato. You know, like cinnamon, sugar. Maybe if you really getting wild with it, you could put some like mushrooms on, or not mushrooms, marshmallows. That was close. I feel like Boston Market did that. They were the one that like kind of got me addicted to that. Anyways, I digress. King of Wands and the Page of Cups. This is a major turning point. I feel like the King of Cups is feeling like things have gone much better than they expected. And the King of Pentacles, the person who is, trying to steal something, they're being faced with reality. A big ol' like reality check for them right in their face. I hope they learn something from it, not because I enjoy people being miserable, but because maybe then this King of Pentacles can go on with their life and actually like be a good member of society instead of trying to look for ways to mess with people and think that that's like the best way to deal with things. I like those kind of mushrooms. You're funny. Hello, mate. What's up? Or is it Matej? I apologize if I said your name wrong. Yeah, that's not what we're doing here. We're doing a tarot reading. Send you a list of cheese jokes. All right, let's see. Cheese jokes. And if they're just jokes that are cheesy but don't actually reference like Swiss, is that still cool? Hello, Cindy. How are you doing? Most vegetables are, especially mushrooms. Guess I like poop. Hello. What's up, Angel? Please call me Carmen. Oh, email you cheese names. Oh, yes. I'm on it. I can do that. Look, we got somebody here who I think is actually realizing that someone trying to steal their bike was the best thing ever. They're making new friends. Maybe there's like a GoFundMe. They got their ish back. And this King of Pentacles over here is like learning a lesson. Let's get a few from the Kipper. And then we're going to start those personal questions. Okay. Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. What else do we have? Concern. Yes, we are concerned. Ooh. Sudden wealth and journey. That actually is kind of like the perfect karma. So the King of Pentacles wanted to share to social media a video that they felt made them look strong or made the King of Cups, probably like their enemy or whatever, look weak. And they were like, oh, I'm going to get famous for this. It's going to be great. If anything, they're infamous, which is not the same as famous. And the King of Pentacles is going to fade into the background pretty quickly. But this King of Cups, who they picked on, I feel like they're looking at it like, okay, I guess I'll write a book. Maybe I'll do like a movie deal. Shoot, you know what? I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going places. And it's all because someone tried to pick on them. So the King of Pentacles is going to be in like, an 8x8 cell. And the person that they picked on is getting what they wanted because they wanted to be famous, right? Or they wanted some money. Whatever it is going to the King of Cups instead. There are people who support that King of Cups, and most people are looking at this King of Pentacles like, yeah, it's wet. We got courtship. This King of Cups might also fall in love as a result of this. There's people who are like, you didn't deserve that. So it's like, the best thing that ever happened to me was when somebody took a video of stealing my property. And this King of Pentacles now hopefully is learning a lesson, but they did go to jail. They didn't make a bunch of money off of it like they thought, or get to keep the bike or the car or whatever it was that they initially stole. Or maybe it was just doing damage to it, right? Whatever it was. No face, no case, you guys. Don't be uploading dumb to the social medias, okay? It's just not a good idea. All right, we're going to switch to the personal readings. I want to ride my bicycle. Sorry, I can't read it. I have to sing it. I'm pretty sure all Queen songs are good Queen songs. I like it. And I concur. So I had a friend in high school who she liked to ride her bicycle, and she had like the coolest mom ever. What was her name? Can't remember, but she was great. Whenever my friend Joanna was riding her bicycle, she was trying to look cool, right? But her mom would like drive up next to her and blast that Queen song. Hilarious. Loved it. Oh, that's excellent. Hello, is it Salut? How are you doing? All right, Flower. This is the Santa Muerte. What happened today with the bike instructor? For Flower, what was it that happened today with the bike instructor? For Flower, what happened today with the bike instructor? We have the King of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Wands in the reverse. It looks to me like the bike instructor is in a bad mood, possibly introspective, or like literally just got bad news. It's like, I don't know if this person likes to drink, but like I want to drown my sorrows. And with the moon, I do feel like it's because there's someone that the bike instructor was dealing with. Does not have to be romantically. It could be like a best friend, but somebody was keeping a secret from the bike instructor. And it looks like that secret has come out. So it feels to me like this bike instructor is looking at it like, okay, well, I guess I got to just kind of like get over it because that's not a thing anymore. Is this regarding a friendship? Is this regarding a family member? This is regarding family. Interesting. I asked those questions, and the two cards that came out were the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So there's a family issue. And I feel like it's somebody who misrepresented the facts or a secret that has been outed. Three of Wands in the reverse. So bike instructor seems to be a little bit like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle this. What do I do from here? Enjoy your scary stories. Since you said that, I have to tell you my favorite Simpsons quote. I'm going to tell you a story so scary it'll make you wet your pants. And then, of course, Grandpa says, too late. What do we got? Hello, Mary. How are you doing? And should Flower reach out to the bike instructor? I don't feel like it's your responsibility. There might be multiple things that are frustrating or going on right now for the bike instructor, but I do feel like this is something that you have enough going on right now. This could be a heavier burden than you expect. You might think this is someone who's like, oh, I lost my watch. And in reality, it's, oh, I found out that I am not actually my father's son. There's something kind of heavy here that he's grappling with. So we have Temperance in the reverse. I do feel like he's choosing a drink. 9 of Cups in the reverse. Like, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't think it's because of you. I think he's got a lot of other things going on, and it's making him emotional, especially if he's drinking, right? Because how many times have you said something you probably shouldn't have said when you were drinking? I think a lot of people, right? But it is making him emotional. The burden or the secret that he's dealing with, it's making him feel like he needs someone to like make him feel better. He wants a hug. Oh, I certainly hope not, Shayla. Was he mean towards you, White or Flower? Drinks at the handlebar. Oh, Grant. Yeah, this bike instructor is dealing with a lot right now. Yeah. So he probably needs a big old hug, honestly. What else do we want to use today? We'll go with the Tarot of the Nile. And I hope the kitties are doing all right, Flower. Let's see what we've got for Lee. What does Lee need to know, please? Ten of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups. This feels to me like somebody who has not been a good friend or not been reliable for you in the past is coming back around. They're saying something nice, maybe even an apology. They don't want to fight anymore. But I don't feel like this person is genuinely sorry for what they've done. I feel like this is someone who wants to just kind of like brush something under the rug, not really deal with like apologizing or changing the behavior. So what does this person want from Lee? Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Two of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone who has burned a lot of bridges, Lee, and as a result, it's like, well, I gotta like rebuild one of them or something because I got nobody to ask favors from. But this is pretty clearly coming through as this is not somebody who has the best of intentions. This is someone who's going to like love bomb or, you know, compliment you and try to pave things over. But it's really just about what they need. You know, the other friends I had or the other people that I could rely on, they all left. So I got to add somebody back. Ah, okay. I'm glad. So I think the not reaching out to him, Flower, is because he needs to deal with this situation. The feelings may be very valid, but he's got to deal with that first. And then there's going to be an opportunity. But if you try right now, I feel like you'd be getting involved in something. Have you ever like walked into a room and you're like in a good mood and then you immediately realize like whatever you walked in on is bad? Like, oh, hi, I'm sorry. I'm in a good mood. It feels to me like you all are hateful and I don't know, like 2 seconds away from pulling each other apart. Should I just or were you talking about me? You don't need to like get into the bee's nest, right? Wasp's nest, whatever the saying is. But yeah. Hey, Jessica. That's a little bit strange for me to read as like a first message from you. Are you okay? What's going on? That's true. Hello, Ronaldo. How are you doing? All right, you're funny. Okay. Lee, be cautious. This person is not going to be honest about what's really going on. And I do feel like they need to appreciate how they changed up and like actually apologize to you if they want to get back into your life. That's weird. Merida, if you don't mind, I'm gonna do. Well, let's add Lee's. So for Merida, we've got, do you see me getting a new job / new pregnancy? For Merida, will there be a new job in the near future? Yes. Wow. I've pulled 3 cards and 2 of them are 7s. That's statistically significant. I do feel like there's going to be a pretty significant argument, and this motivates applications. But yes, I do feel like there's a new job. So the argument could be happening at the new job, and then they put like a posting up, right? But it's important to make sure you ask pointed questions with regards to this new job. Asking what happened before. I do feel like you're uniquely suited to this new job, but having a good understanding of what's going on and what their expectations are is going to be really important. And what about pregnancy? I do not see pregnancy at this time. I do feel like there is something that is a little bit off with regards to your health that has kind of triggered your body into thinking that it's not a good time. So if you are able to address, like maybe eating more vegetables, better sleep, your stress or anxiety might be a factor. But it does seem to me like right now your body's kind of in like, this is not good time. We've got the 10 of Swords, Page of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so I feel like at this time, it's trickier, much trickier for that to happen, but there are things that you can do, things that you can change about your day-to-day routine that would like undo some of that or make it a little bit easier if that's the goal. Hello, Cabano. How are you doing? Oh, we got an Emma Stone comic. I haven't had one of those in a while. I'm not sure what everyone is referring to. You're welcome, Merida. I wish you good luck. And let's see what else we've got for Lee. This is the Everyday Tarot. Hello, Holy Smoke. How are you doing? Thank you, Flower. Let me add that for you. Love prediction for friend. Do I say Ocean? How do I say that? Should I just say Ocean? Born April 4th. I don't really need the birth dates, but I read it just to let you know that I see it. Just had a vision of a blue tent the one time she asked me. Awesome. I've added that for you, Flower. Let me just take care of Lee's second question here real quick. Sounds like the ex is making claims to the older daughter, even though that's not true. What's going on with the ex talking about the older daughter to Lee? Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, the World in the reverse. Is he just trying to upset her? He's trying to like rub it in your face because he knows that it's a stressful connection, or he feels like he's a wedge in between the two of you. He likes to drive the frustration forward, right? He wants to make sure that the two of you do not repair your connection. And so he's trying to find a way, like literally any way, to irritate you. This dude needs a hobby. Temperance. I think he's been sober infrequently. I think he's been intoxicated a lot lately. Ten of Swords and the reverse. But he doesn't seem to realize that there actually is, in the future, a pretty good chance that you and your older daughter reconcile or end up being closer to each other than he expects. And he's going to be kicked to the curb. Ace of Swords in the reverse. I think she's lied to him about something. What did she lie to him about? Something that she would do or something that she had done. Yeah. This is a difficult layer to the family, but I do feel like she comes out of it before he does. And she figures things out before he is, you know, interested in making things better. All right, this is the Graffiti Tarot. Hello, ARW. How are you doing? Hello, Aveda. What's going on? I don't know, man. It's a thing. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? If y'all could do a channel together, it could be the Ray and Shay show. I feel like that would be cool. Do we have anybody else that could join that? Maybe like Aubrey O'Day. Go down, have a roll in the hay. What do you say? Sorry, I'm done now. Maybe. Flowers also adding how to help my kid sleep better. I've added that for you. Thank you, hon. Hello, Kenneth. How are you doing? Hello, Justin. How's your day? Well, that's progress, right, Aveda? Definitely respect that space. Have I missed anybody else? No, okay. I think so too. All right. So for Flower, what is the love prediction for Flower's friend? I'm gonna say Ocean, but you just tell me. I might be saying it totally wrong. Oh my, let me add that too. Guidance for next 2 weeks. You're good, Flower. Okay, I'm trying. All right, so what is the love prediction for Flower's friend Ocean? What is the love prediction for Ocean? I see someone who's kind of mysterious. I do feel like this is someone who's quite tall. This is someone who in the past has been pretty stubborn, didn't really want to work on themselves, and ignored some of the healing work that they really needed to do. And this love interest eventually realized, it's like they slapped themselves across the face, like, wake up, like, this is ridiculous. Why you keep ending up in the same problems? It's because you're not fixing the things that you need to. So they're coming through as the magician in part because they've really worked to overcome the stubborn and kind of like reckless nature of their youth. But this is also somebody who I feel when they speak, it's important, right? They're not just the type to speak to hear their own voice. So it could mean, they are consistently like spitting fire, like saying really important things. It could also mean this is somebody who is a little bit quieter, and if they're speaking, it's probably something that's worth listening to. But I do feel like this is somebody who is from a different part of the country or the world. Could be that they're on vacation, but I think it's more so that they're making plans, kind of checking things out when they encounter your friend. So perhaps you saw the blue tent as a symbol of someone who is not from the same part of the world as you or same part of the country as you. But this is someone who has a spontaneous heart. Could indicate that they like to travel, right? A little bit adventurous. And I think this is someone who has learned how to make it work without a lot of money. Not to say that they have no money, but I don't think they spend it as readily as a lot of other people. I think they're a little bit more frugal. And I do feel like your friend initially is like, whatever, dude. I feel like the initial conversation is a little bit snarky. And then there's commonality discovered between these two. I'm trying to think of a good example. I guess the movie with Michelle Pfeiffer, One Fine Day. It's an old reference, but it does apply. I feel like initially it's like, okay, whatever, dude. Okay, whatever, hun. You keep smoking whatever you've spoken. And then there's like some laughter that breaks whatever tension was there. And what's left behind is apparently physical tension, like sexual tension. But it's an interesting start. And I do feel like this person's pretty tall. I keep getting that. Like, could we get your friend a little trampoline to jump up for the kisses? Yeah. All right. Well, I hope that goes well for your friends. Let's see. What could we do? What could Flower do to help her kids sleep better? What could Flower do to help her kids sleep better? Justice, the Devil, King of Wands, and the Chariot. Your kid worries about you. Your kid is dealing with some fear regarding feeling like he needs to protect you. So it could be that things that are being talked about or maybe even watched, right? Like TV or social media stuff might be a little bit too scary. Maybe we need to have like a, after 5 p.m., none of the, scary shows or, creepy social media accounts or whatever. It could also be that he's worried about you in terms of the people that you've been dealing with. But I feel like your kid's kind of like feeling responsible for you. So a little chat about that might be important. But I also feel like with the Chariot, what I'm getting is like, let's burn some calories, let's walk, let's run, whatever it is. But some physical activity might be good. Yes, the TV I think is a good move. What else? Okay. Is there an opportunity to be creative and artsy? Because I also feel like, in addition to perhaps some like physical activity, having some creative outlet is really important for your kid right now. So I don't know if he likes to draw, or maybe there's some music that he likes to play. I don't know if I'd recommend drums, but that would be some physical exertion as well. Excellent. So more on the art stuff. And this is why we get along, right? I love that. But I do feel like things are already headed in the right direction for him and his sleep schedule. And what about guidance for Flower for the next 2 weeks, please? What does Flower need to know over the next 2 weeks? Thank you, Aveda. Let me add that for you. I've added that. Thank you. What does Flower need to know advice-wise for the next 2 weeks, please? 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups in the reverse, Strength in the reverse, and the Hierophant. There is someone who feels like things are really over with you, but they feel like they need to provide clarity. There's a sense of like weakness, like you're my weakness. This is someone who wants a relationship with you. Is this the bike instructor? Yes. Okay, so we're talking about the bike instructor again. This is somebody who is working on something, and that's why we have this Queen of Swords, right? Earlier I said make sure that it's not like you're not supposed to contact quite yet or like pursue something, because there is something that he needs to deal with. It's like if I had a huge crush on you and you showed up when I was in the middle of getting like the dishes done after I made some big meal, like respectfully get out of my face. I don't care how much I like you. I got stuff to do. You're interrupting me, and like I can't like give you the time that I would want to give to that, right? This is like, don't interrupt the situation, but know that the bike instructor is addressing things. The 8 of Pentacles is putting in work, right? Like, I rolled up my sleeves. I'm doing what I need to, but like, don't come a knocking. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Wands. This is somebody who, yes, there's physical attraction, but I do feel like the bike instructor is thinking more and more about a relationship. Queen of Cups in the reverse, Page of Swords. But the risk here is because there is some drama going on or some frustration with the family, that it could lend itself to someone being a little bit needy, or, like I really just need a hug. So maybe I think that I'm in love with you, but I'm not. And we want that little thing to pass. That needs to like get resolved before you all are flirting or talking or getting to know each other, so that it doesn't come across as like emotional manipulation or somebody who's clingy or needy. But there is change on the horizon. I do feel like this is in the next like 8 to 9 days. A shift in his mood, a realization, and I do feel like this impacts how he views relationships, because he needs to deal with this, and he might actually be like, I don't know, forgiving someone from his family in the context of this obligation or problem. So with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like he's in the midst of changing his outlook or his perception of either himself or love itself. And we want that to be finished before you entangle. I know, it is kind of crazy. And just to point out, we do have a bunch of eights right now. We had the Eight of Pentacles, right? We also have the Eight of Swords, and we had the Eight of Wands. So we're progressing. This is what I'm talking about. Once we get to that 10 of Wands, it's like, okay, mischief managed. Now I can date and not be a weirdo about it. Or now I can date and I have like an actual understanding of my feelings and emotions, and I won't get them all caught up. Because I do feel like there could have been, like, specifically what I'm seeing, Flower, is that he would have made a move for physical intimacy when what he really needs is like just like emotional intimacy or a hug. And then that could have ruined things. He needs to like solve this problem and not think that you can't say it that way, Carmen. The physical intimacy isn't going to make him feel better, but he might have thought that would, right? Flower, you crack me up. I love it. Either way, I do think you have a very talented son. Hello, Sandy. How are you doing? Hello, Witch King. How's your day going? Let's see. We've got Aveda up next. Will A and S get back together? Will A and S get back together? Very likely. When we have these kind of like open-ended questions, I say open-ended because we got a lot of time, presumably. And we also have free will. You know, I might decide that I love you, want to be with you today, and then tomorrow you piss me off, and I'm like, screw you, right? At this point, we have somebody who's looking at this connection and feeling like once I have my ducks in a row, or once I figure out the problems in my life, then what I would like is a steady relationship. And if I have a relationship, it would be with this person. So we do have movement, like forward movement towards reconciliation. But with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it requires a little bit of effort to get back on the right track and somebody getting over some anger. But I do see maturity coming out of a difficult situation. You know, that's why tough times are important. If you just get what you want all the time, you're probably not going to be a great person. Like, you would have to be a real great person to get what you want all the time and not just be completely insufferable, right? This is someone who's going through some loss and maturing, learning a little bit, understanding more about themselves and how they should communicate or approach relationships. And these are important messages or lessons that need to take place before a healthy relationship can happen. And it could be on both sides, right? Five of Wands in the reverse, introspection, Three of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So this is why heartbreak and disappointment are actually super important to your happiness. You're like, what, Carmen? No, I want it to be like easy. No, you don't. Don't be one of those lame people who everything went great. I never learned anything. We become richer when we go through loss. We become capable of depth, right? We have more understanding of the value of life and what we have to offer when we lose things, when we get disappointed by people, when we get betrayed by people. So even though it's difficult, I see both of you having your own difficulties and challenges and obstacles that are making you better people. So that when you do reconcile, it's a richer experience and a better relationship. So I'm excited for you because it's not an easy path to walk, but it's going to at least have some good views. And you're gonna learn a lot, and so is she. Yeah, We all go through those things. At least we should, I suppose. Sleep well, flower. Love you. That's all right. Not at all meant to be like a knock on you, Aveda, but men have the right to blush or cry or experience emotions just as much as we women do, right? So we, I think, need to do a little bit more challenging of patriarchy and the society when it comes to whether or not men have a right to have those experiences and experience those emotions in a more like public way. You shouldn't have to scurry away and hide from all of that, right? You're human too. The number three is super important because literally the last three cards that I pulled are threes. We have this Three of Cups, and that is, or sorry, Three of Pentacles, and that is sometimes depicted as people marrying. Is this, I don't know why, is this like a past life thing? I told you, look, and then I get the High Priestess who's wearing a veil. I think you two were married in a previous life. You might be like, Carmen, I don't believe in past lives, whatever. What are you smoking? I feel like there is a very strong connection between the two of you, and you may have felt like it was instantaneous and been like, why is this person like in my bloodstream? You've known each other before. I feel like this is the lifetime where you all could get it right, but you've had some issues in previous lives. Yes. Yes, that's totally allowable, right, Lotus? You are a human. um, thanks, Lemonade. Y'all are great. All right, you guys. I think I'm a little bit hungry. I'm gonna go eat some food. Yes, list of cheese. I wrote down cheese jokes. So I gotta edit that. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes, or if you're able to hype my videos, I appreciate that as well. And thank you so much, Aveda. I will see you on the next reading. Doodles.